Just give me a sec. I'll be back. Let me just put this in the fridge. I think I ate like 5,000 calories today. Depression was big. Sorry, my apologies. I'm being so rude. How's everyone? How we doing tonight? How we feeling? Or day? Probably day your time. My mother taught me better to say hi before you start yapping. Alright, what's my font size? Alright, let's go to 38. I think that's best. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better, but let's go with maybe 40 is the sweet spot. How we doing? How we doing? Ugh. Depression was big today. I ate 2 packs of chips, 2 donuts, and 4 cookies. I think I have diabetes. Honestly, after tonight, I haven't gone this big with sweets. I felt something in my just belly once I was like going down the stairs. I think the diabetes just kicking in. I just ate, did nothing. Nothing all day. Absolutely useless. I hit the gym in the morning, bro. I was at the gym. I will go in the morning, but to make up for it, I think I need to balance my diet by eating like some chicken in an hour. Just to balance it out. Anyways, how's everyone doing? How we doing tonight? How we doing? So a lot has happened. Are we going political today as well? I will update you. I'm not gonna, get into it and say, look at this donkey, look at this donkey. No, we're gonna go through. There has been some huge updates. China apparently told its citizens to evacuate Israel. What the fuck is China gonna do? I guess we'll find out. There's been a lot of stuff happening, but before that, we might get a visit from a tsunami. Not us, well, in Asia, specifically in where is it? Indonesia. So this is not AI. This is real shit. Watch this.
No, dulu dalam.
So there's been a 6-mile high ash cloud exploded from a volcano in Indonesia. Wait, I need headphones. I haven't seen, honestly. I don't even know why volcanoes. I guess they go out because it's just a matter of time. I have no knowledge on why they do. Do they get teased by the air or the clouds and they sort of bust, but this one busted like 6 miles in the air? Oh no, I was terrible in school, bro. Terrible in school. I actually, the funny thing is I did skip school. I took classes like music and art to skip classes. I honestly don't believe in school. Knock it off. Knock it off. Stop spamming. Japan's meteorological agency is investigating whether the eruption could spark a tsunami or not. I think I didn't feel it on this part of this world, but I'm guessing the people close might have felt it or even seen it. Does a volcano start up a tsunami? Well, a 6-mile high one maybe could. Unnatural shit just starts shit.
Terlalu rin.
Ini lebih dasar.
Hukum mama dulu. Ya, pada motor. Oh, ada mama. Hamba apa?
This is crazy though. This is crazy. Seeing this in real person, I wouldn't be filming this shit. I'll be running the other direction as fast as I can. Give me a second.
Hari ini paling sadis.
Ini kami pantau dari posko Bokang.
It also warned of potential lava flows if it rains. Honestly, we might see this soon. I timed them out for 30 minutes. Don't worry about that guy. How you doing, Madash? Yeah, it is very scary but cool at the same time. But the thing is, there might be lava, there might be tsunami. It's all fun and games. No, this is a volcano that just busted. I think it had blue balls for years, and finally, he got teased at the right spot and exploded. We might see this. Wait, I've never seen like the Hiroshima. I've seen it through like Oppenheimer, the bomb that exploded. I think it was as big as this. I think this is what it looks like if you nuke someone.
Gunung meletus lagi.
Loki kind of feels like Zeus is gonna pay a visit to Earth or something, or did. This is scary, and the thing is, we don't even know what's underneath it.
Oh.
In November last year, 10 people died after Mount Levatobi spewed a fiery column of lava.
Omanto. Gunung. Nada.
I'm very big on random, I'm very big on talking out of my ass. And thanks for the membership. Shut talk with the subscription. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. What just happened? What do you even do in this situation? You run the other way.
Omanto. Nada. Omanto.
I've never seen something as big as this. I'm sure the thing is, I don't think the lava is an issue. I think the tsunami is. Like, it's gonna be very tough for them, especially they don't have any buildings. they won't be able to run away. Like lava, you can avoid. With the subscription. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Maxim Pest Solutions. Welcome to the Shatalk crew, I guess. What's it called? Yeah, like I was saying, you can avoid lavas by, like, you know, jumping on different sides where there's no lava, just like we did Floor's lava game. You know, you can pull that off, but a tsunami, you can't dodge the water. It is going to Shatalk you to the afterlife. I think you're supposed to spray it with a hose and tell it. Wait, can it actually work? Wait, can you what was it? Can you put a lava out my hose? This is stupid, but I'm kind of curious. Hate to break it to you. It is a lie. It is a myth. Tsunami just destroys most stuff with enough power. Yeah, tsunami is like, fuck, it's way worse than lava. And you can't just put a hose on it and be like, stay away, stay away. No. Holy shit. How many dead on Indonesia level? Doesn't really say anything. Wait, the ash cloud could be seen from cities from 90 miles away. Volcano erupted in Indonesia, unleashing massive cloud. There's no update on it so far as I can find. No casualties have been reported. This is okay. But a volcano, I guess it's normal in Indonesia that volcanoes bust every year. Thankfully, no one was, you know, unalived in this situation. Anyways, Kush, did you see an AI slop of the Bigfoot gorilla doing selfie vlogs? I did. I did. I think he was spotted as well by tourists, and his video went viral on it as well. It was obviously not the AI version. It was an actual Bigfoot in a costume. But yeah, no, the algorithm works in mysterious ways. Anyways, did you guys hear a 53-year-old billionaire Sanjay Kapoor has died after a bee stung him in the mouth during a polo match, triggering a heart attack? What do you think of that? Kusher Cook, the most viewed this month on TikTok is an AI SMS. The thing is, this is like a whole different topic. I'm gonna visit this topic after this. Well, let's just talk about this for a second. You make billions of dollars and you die by a bee sting? I say cap. I say this is a cover-up. I say this was done by a hitman or a professional unaliver, Shatagar to the afterlife. Like I said, I love to talk out of my ass. Obviously, I have no proof, but whatever he did, it was a clean hit. No one's gonna suspect a thing. Even the reporters are reporting that it was a sting. He was stung by a bee. Cause of death, bee. Done by the FBI now. I probably watch too many movies, honestly. Might be Jason Statham from Beekeeper, honestly. No, but on a serious note, just, you know, this shit comes to you any day. Like, there was this story that I heard about this this was years ago, back in my writing days. There was this I use this excuse all the time. There was this professional MotoGP rider, and he had crashes, multiple crashes. He fucking rides 300,000-400,000 kilometers an hour, and he died by riding his bicycle, and he was hit by a car. I use that excuse all the time whenever someone said bikes are dangerous. I said death can come to you in any form. Bee can stung you and you can get a heart attack. Oh yeah, Beekeeper, fucking great movie. Watched that shit like 4 times. It's very rare now how not often, like, it's very rare when you find like good movies like that one released. This is something I wanted to talk about. This is probably gonna be the next video I make. Kush cameo in Mist's video about Vitaly. What do you mean? I'm in his video? Chishi, I don't know if you know, but English is like my 7th language. Are you saying that's my 2nd channel? America does not want a war with Iran. Holy shit, this is a documentary channel talking about this.
Back to another video here on the channel.
IDF claims they have destroyed around 40% of Iran's ballistic missile launchers. Okay. Oh, really? So that's what cameo means. Good to know. You learn something every day, huh?
Vitaly begging for American
If or
wouldn't be much.
where you commit a crime, they keep you for like 1/5 or 1/10 of your sentence, and then they're gonna, you know, deport you.
It stinks.
It's a massive update because it was someone specific.
So here,
Why every time I'm like cameoed in someone's video, I stutter? They use the clip that I always stutter.
begging
Why am I also? No, I'm not gonna mention
for
this.
bail, not going to be sent.
Where you commit a crime, they keep you for like 1/5 or 1/10 of your sentence, and then they're gonna, you know, deport you. Like this was a bad cut that he put in. I don't know. Like I was starred in. I was starred in what's it called? I was a star guest in Atozi's video. It was about Neon getting arrested in Dubai, and I've been living in Dubai for 25 years. That was a terrible clip. I cursed like 20 times in 15 seconds, and it was just terrible. I still got like 600, you know, subs from it, but it was terrible. I don't know, maybe it's like watching me on my own channel kind of makes sense. But watching myself in other people's channel, it's always weird. It always looks bad, honestly. I left for like 5 minutes. How do you volcano from world ending to video? I think Drift, you're new here. My ADHD is on steroids. We talk about everything and everything, but we're focusing on, you know, once we're talking about something, we're gonna focus on it, then we're gonna move to the next thing. What's up, man? What's up, Fat TV? Alright, there's been so many updates. Apparently, Iran said that tonight, Israel will feel it. Feel what? I think they're taking out their, you know, big kukumba and they're going to do something about it. IDF claims they have destroyed. I'm not gonna watch this. Israel attacks Iran, join war.
Al Monitor, Elizabeth Hagedorn, who's a
Thing is, it's also Israel reported that they lost almost $1 billion daily trying to fight off Iranian missiles. So that's like $4 billion so far that's lost. And guess who paid for it? I'd be so fucking pissed. If I was paying taxes, I don't pay taxes, but if I was paying taxes and I know it's going there, I'll be so fucking pissed. That's terrible. R. Kelly lawyers have overdosed. Sources
Attorneys
say
for-
they received
Attorneys for R. Kelly say they filed a new motion for his release after they claim he overdosed in prison. And court
Massive.
Okay, what the fuck is this? Indian Moist Critical just ended his career.
Massive day for the unemployed. Indian Moist Critical just ended his career and dropped a video called I'm Sorry.
What's your family's opinion on the Iran thing? My family just evacuated Tehran. My sister and my mother and my nephew, they're there. They evacuated to northern of Iran where, fingers crossed, there's no nuclear stuff over there that they're gonna hit. It's been very quiet for the past 4 or 5 days, but they don't give a shit. Like, fuck this shit, I want to get out, but the flights are closed, so hopefully, I'm, you know, I told them, come as soon as you can, stay with me over here. But flights are closed, the only way they can get over here is by ship, and I don't know how that's gonna work out. Anyone in the chat who are living in Iran or no? No, the thing is, it's fine. It's fine. It's not like, you know, we have. It's not like everyone's lives are in danger. Like, everyone's being very cautious with where they're hitting. Yes, sometimes there's like casualties, but that's like the important stuff. Like, Iran has a population of what, 90 million people? 200s have been reported death. So like yeah, it's obviously horrible 200 people got unalived, but like the population ratio versus the death ratio, it's not that big, you know? As an ex-Jew, I apologize. The thing is, I don't even hate the Jews. There's something I really believe in. Every country, every religion has a good side and a bad side. Like, there's good people in it, then there's bad people in it as well. Like, for example, there were a bunch of protesters in Israel. They wanted to protest against Netanyahu. They were on the streets and they're like, stop this, what are you doing? They were all shutach to get off the road. But the thing is, Netanyahu is making everyone look bad in Israel. Like, in my country, there's good people and there's bad people. In the US, there are good people and bad people. In Israel, there are good people and bad people. And the problem is, like, a lot of people grow up sharing a lot of hate. to the young generation, and they grow up with a lot of hate where they have this thing wired in their brain that Israel, boo, boo, this, boo. That's the reason why, like, even the young generation, or like a lot of them, chant death to America, like in Iran. But like, I can confidently tell you that 80% of the population in Iran, they love the US and they want to move to the US if they could, if they had the money. Like 80% of the population just want this whole regime to change, and they hate the government. That's how it is. But yeah, there's good people and bad people in everyone, honestly. How you doing, Sabina?
Sorry, but what did he do? He bought the Nintendo Switch 2 in
How
a
you doing,
vacuum,
Orb?
nothing wrong with it, but then people went digging, and turns
I've
out
seen
why I'm
this
not
video. Yeah, they're just milking it. Nothing honestly interesting. Breaking news. Trump says we know where Iran's supreme leader is hiding.
So far, Israel has launched hundreds of ballistic missiles into Iran, striking 35 critical sites during Operation Rising Lion. Now, new reports out today indicate there is damage to the infamous underground nuclear facility in Natanz.
The former Israeli ambassador to the United States, Michael Oren, joins us shortly from Tel Aviv.
Where are the, like, from the Iran side? Do they like refuse, or they never offer to interview them? Because all I see is like the Israel side, they're just yapping.
And Fox team coverage is ready. Mark Meredith will have live reaction from the White House. We start, though, with our senior correspondent, Mike Tobin. He is live in Tel Aviv. Are Iranians fleeing Tehran amid this fighting? We know what's going on there in Israel. What's happening in Iran?
Well, as far as the missile attacks that are coming out of Iran, their size and intensity have decreased dramatically. We've had a couple of missile attacks today. One of them, just about an hour or two ago, could have involved as few as 2 missiles. The IDF says one of them was intercepted. Earlier this morning, there was a missile attack involving some 20 ballistic missiles out of Iran. 4 of those got through. The damage was minimal. It resulted in a bus that caught fire, a structure that caught fire, and several craters that were formed in the ground, but no injuries reported from that. Now, Israel's defense minister has taken to the airways with a warning for Ayatollah Khamenei, saying if he continues to fire missiles at Israel, he could meet the same fate as Saddam Hussein.
I've heard this one earlier as well. So Israel is comparing the Iranian supreme leader as Saddam Hussein, and he's gonna meet the same fate, execution, because he's committing war crimes, I guess. Now, I understand both sides. You know, I get why Israel did what he did, and also I get why Iran is doing what he's doing right now. But one thing I don't get is Israel does whatever it wants and there's no consequences for them. You know what I mean? Like, they can do whatever they want and no one's saying anything about it. Like, they're always the victim, you know, in this situation. See, Israel, yes, Israel started the first strike, which they shouldn't have. I get the whole idea behind it. Iran shouldn't have a nuclear weapon. Then, you know, Israel shouldn't have a nuclear weapon as well. In that case, Pakistan shouldn't have a nuclear weapon as well, because they also chant death to America and death to Israel. Why do they have it? Everyone's been chanting for like 50 years. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. But one thing I can guarantee you, like one thing I can definitely tell you is no one wants this to go on. No one wants to lose this much money. Like, today's world, it's all about money. Ego is making them spend money. It's like, for example, I'll give you an example. I went to something over here in Dubai. It's called Global Village. It's like a arcade where you play games. I was with my ex at the time, and she really wanted that one toy. I spent, you know, $10. You get 3 shots with a hoop. You need to get at least 2 in, and you'll be able to get this toy. I spent around $200. I kept on going one after another. I went for like 10 tries. What was it? 20 tries, sorry. 20 tries trying to get that toy. I lost money. Why? I could have done a lot more shit with that $200. But I spent that money because my ego was hurt. It's crazy. How is this happening if no one wants this? That's why I exactly explained. Ego is at play. But eventually, they're gonna come to a realization that, hey, just like I did come to a realization that I spent $200 in this arcade game. Each game is like $10. I probably should stop. I'm not gonna get this toy whatsoever. So I told myself that the game is rigged, and I told my ex that, hey, the game is rigged. That's why no one has. There were people who had the toy, but I don't know. It was embarrassing, honestly. I went to the guy. I was like, I'll give you $100 if you give me this toy right now. She was like, oh, sorry, sir. No, we cannot do that. I was like, fuck you.
Dictator from continuing to commit war crimes, firing missiles at Israeli citizens. He should remember what happened to the dictator in the country neighboring Iran, who took this path against the state of Israel.
And that is in line with the Truth Social post we've just seen from President Trump, saying we know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding. He's an easy target, but is safe there. We're not going to take him out, kill, at least not for now.
This is huge. This is huge. This is a threat. This is a massive threat. Now, 2 things can happen if they decide to take out the supreme leader. One, which I say there's a 30% chance. I'm Iranian, for the ones who do not know. So, I kind of know a little bit more. Two things can happen if something happens, you know, to the supreme leader. 30%, I say, once if they take out the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khomeini, that's how you pronounce it correctly. 30%, 20%, I would say, Russia, China, North Korea, and other allies like Pakistan, they're going to... It's gonna be fucked. Gonna have to forget about GTA 6 because you're gonna have to draft. Probably from whatever country you are. The war is gonna be shit-talking each other. That's like 20%. 80%, I say, he's going to be replaced. And then Russia, China, North Korea, you know, they love Supreme Leader. They've been in a deal for like a long time. They always do business together. But they're 80%, they're going to be like, okay, it's probably his time. It was probably his time. He's like 170 years old. I think he lived more than he should have. He's even older than Israel, if you didn't know. Wait. Ayatollah Khomeini. I don't know. He was born in 1939. No, this is the old guy. Shit, no. Khomeini. No, this isn't. They all look the same. I don't know. This is the guy. Oh, yeah, age. Okay, this is the guy. I kind of tripped for a second. Because I always get confused between the two. Even though I'm Iranian, but the two I always get confused between. Khomeini is the one who died. He's the, you know, the OG who started this shit. Khamenei took control in 1989 after the other guy's death. So he He's 86 years old? I thought he's like 120 years old or something. Damn, he's not so far from Trump. Trump is like 79 now. He's only 7 years older. Bro, if I run for president, I'm gonna... Honestly, the world's gonna be a cooler place. But I feel like politics is gonna chuck like a bomb on me, and I'm going to turn into your worst nightmare. I feel like that's what politics do to you. You go in with the mindset of, oh, I'm going to make the world great again. Then you get shot with problems, this. Okay, so he's 86 years old. Israel age. How many years? He's 11. He's 11 years older than Israel. He was born before Israel was born. So yeah, like I was saying, there's 80% chance that you know, Putin, everyone's going to be like, okay, it was his time to go. There's a new guy who's going to come. Now, either that guy is going to take revenge for him, which I doubt he will. Like, they keep on unaliving top military guys. They're not doing shit about it. It's like they take it personal for 2 days and they forget about it because they don't want to waste any more money. Right? And also, 80%, like I said, the new guy is gonna come in terms with things. Is the regime going to change in Iran? No. They're just gonna make a deal with US and Israel and, you know, stop the whole thing and everyone can go on with their day. And the travel ban will probably be lifted. But the regime is gonna stay the same. The regime is never going to change. Every 4 or 5 years, the Iranian regime people protest, people get on the streets, and the way they deal with it is they start, you know, shooting people on the street. So this kind of like freaks people off, freaks people out. Like, I remember 10 years ago, there was a protest, 1,000 people dead in a protest because the people just started shooting everyone, the police, right? And the way they scare people is they for example, the mother comes and says, oh, I heard my son died. I want his body. I want to bury him. They pile up all the bodies together and they tell them, hey, your son is amongst one of them. Go through the pile of bodies and try to find your son. This is what my dad told me. Gilbert! It's been 6 months, man. How you doing? Thank you for the $10.
Gilbert Guzman donated $10 through Super Chat. The world is not real.
It's crazy how we have governments tweeting each other now. We have the presidents speaking out by tweets. We have shit live streams everywhere. We're aware of everything, but let's finish this video. I want to watch it.
Now, but we don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers. Our patience is wearing thin. Now, Israeli fighter jets, meantime, have been busy in the skies over western Iran. Israel claims to have hit dozens of surface-to-surface missiles. The IDF says they also hit air defenses like surface-to-air missiles and radar, backing up Israel's claim of air superiority over Iran. The IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency, has issued a new assessment of that strike at the Natanz nuclear enrichment facility, saying that facility took a direct hit from Israeli airstrikes, sustaining significant damage. That new assessment was issued after they reviewed satellite imagery of the Natanz facility. John, back to you.
All right, Mike Tubba with the latest.
Iran better not bend. They will bend. They will bend. Like I said, it's about money. They don't want to lose money. Their ego, you know, they want to take revenge, but they'll have to bend. This shit cannot go on for longer. But I can be wrong, honestly. I can be wrong.
From Tel Aviv, Mike, thank you. Jillian?
All right, well, President Trump cut his G7 trip short as Israel and Iran broadened their attacks yesterday. He's expected to spend the day at the White House today, meeting with his National Security Council in the Situation Room. Mark Meredith is at the White House for us this afternoon. Hey, Mark.
Jillian, good afternoon to you. The White House, as President Trump himself.
I'm still wondering what the hell was China meaning when they said evacuate Israel. Can mean two things. Can mean two things. Israel, we're gonna give you multiple clouds, extra clouds for your country, or it means like we're gonna stay out of it, so we don't want our citizens to, get unalived or something. Shut talk with the subscription. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Crazy Merit.
Throwing cold water on the idea that the U.S. is going to be brokering a ceasefire between Israel and Iran anytime soon, even though there's growing political pressure.
You're going to get into the Diddy one after this.
I
actually wanted to check up on him.
In the Middle East, the president cut his trip to Canada short by a day, given the developments, the escalating violence between these two countries. And as you and John were just talking about, he's been quite active on Truth Social. Mike Tobin read one of the posts, but I wanted to read one of the other ones where he also said this, and it was interesting. He said the word we, because we now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran. Iran has good sky trackers and other defensive equipment, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived and manufactured stuff.
This is very true. Iran can finger everyone in sea fights, in ocean fights, Navy. The ground, they're pretty strong too, like pretty average strong for the size of the country, but when it comes to air, they suck. How do you think our president died? Our president died because he was, in a helicopter from 1968. And the helicopter was like, all right, guys, it's been a while. I think I need to die now. It's too much. Mid-air, he just crashed.
Nobody does it better than the good old USA. Well,
yeah, I mean, that's why they're so much in debt right now, honestly. Because they spend it all on military.
Trump has been active on social media, so is Vice President Vance. He issued a lengthy statement online, making it clear all options remain on the table. Very quickly, the debate over what U.S. involvement may or may not look like is engulfing Capitol Hill, especially among Democrats. We're seeing two very different trains of thought play out.
They have to be held accountable for what they've done. They are the ones that built and created the proxies like Hamas and Hezbollah and put our whole region.
I think the debt is 30 trillion plus. Last time I checked, I don't know.
In this kinds of chaos.
I happen to believe that the U.S. being at war with Iran would be a colossal mistake. There is no national security imperative that suggests that we should.
And it's not just Democrats who are speaking out against the possibility of any U.S. involvement in Iran. We know that today, House Republican of Kentucky was also Thomas Massie, was one of the ones who said he would try to limit the president's ability to use U.S. military against Iran without Congress's say so. Jillian?
There's something also I heard as well. Yeah, there we go. Democrat senators propose curbing Trump's war power amid Israel-Iran conflict. Tim Kaine introduces measure to prohibit U.S. forces from taking action against Iran without approval from Congress. So they're trying to, take the power away from Trump, saying, hey, this is not our war. Let's not put our foot in. Let's not get involved in this whole thing. Now, who lives in the U.S. from here? Who's from the U.S.? If you're in the U.S., what do you think? I actually want to know your opinion on this. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to be involved in this? Or you just want to let it, it's none of your business? Hot take, war bad. Let Israel handle their business. One thing that I always question as well is, why do the US help them so much? Like, what do the US get out of it? Like, this is a genuine question. What does the US get out of helping Israel? I get it, most of the big shit, most of the money is run by Jews. Is that it? Is that the reason? No, my birthday is on 28th of September. I don't know shit about the USA's liberty. I don't know shit about politics. I know here and there, left and right. Resources or something, presence. The way I see it, Netanyahu glazes Trump a lot. But I feel like behind the scenes, Trump glazes Netanyahu. I don't know. I might be speaking out of my ass, but what does US have to gain by giving them billions of dollars? It's like going out with your friend and you're paying for everything. You get nothing out of that friendship besides yapping and he glazes you. That's it. Like, genuinely, if maybe someone knows something, what does the US get out of helping Israel? They want to gain routes and roads and seaports. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's why they're trying to get the countries beside them. Israel has a connection to the sea. I don't know what Trump wanted to do, honestly. He wanted to turn Gaza into a hotel resort. But then he became besties with GCC. He got $11 trillion to be invested in the US in the next 10 years. And now he said that Syria and Gaza will be let go. I don't know what he wants, honestly. I think he's exhausted. I think Trump is just very exhausted with this whole thing. And I think he just wants to take a nap. I don't think he's slept more than 3 hours ever since he became the president.
The president himself has been saying today he might make a decision about how to engage here. Any moment, we'll be tracking it all after.
By the way, Kusha, USS Liberty incident was when an Israeli fighter jet attacked a US aircraft carrier and something. Honestly, look, I won't be surprised if Israel turned on the US in the future. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if the US gets a stab in the back from Netanyahu or whoever is going to take over next.
Afternoon. Thanks, Mark. John?
You bet.
All right, let's go live to Tel Aviv now, bring in the former Israeli ambassador to the United States, Michael Oren. Michael, it's good to be with you. I want to start you here. This is the latest from President Trump. A couple of big posts on Truth Social. He said, first of all, we know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding. He is an easy target, but is safe there. We are not going to take him out, in brackets, kill, at least not for now. But we don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers. Our patience is wearing thin. And then a few minutes later, the president followed up with this, said unconditional surrender. Sounds like he's done talking to Iran. He just wants them to lay down their arms. He wants them to agree to end their nuclear program, or it may escalate from here. What are you thinking in this moment?
I think it's extraordinary. We're in a truly historic moment. John, Jillian, always good to be with you. Who would have thought? This is one of the world's most wicked regimes. It's not just that they have tried to destroy.
The thing is, correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I don't live in the US, even though I have no life and I'm on the internet and I'm reading articles and this and that. If only you could see Optimus Prime right now. Sorry, ADHD.
Gilbert Guzman donated $10 through Super Chat.
Yo,
I
Gilbert.
can fly there and let you know.
Go there. Go there, live stream it. I'll be coming inside your chat and saying W's. Then I'll donate like, you know, $20 as well. Oh, why is he so lucky with this donkey over here? Hi. He doesn't even know he's being filmed. He's gonna start his engine very, very soon. Yep, the engine started. I think that's enough of him. No, that's a boy. That's a big boy right there. I hate whenever I move. Shh. Is the camera straight? I always fuck it up whenever I move it. Anyways.
Destroy the state of Israel again and again for the last 46 years.
Where's Iran? I think his Daily Mail always has the latest updates. Mother of four, no.
You may have heard of Israel's Iron Dome, as the country has been trading airstrikes with Iran since Friday. The defense system has blocked most of Iran's strikes, but what
The jury in Diddy.
Number 1. Can Israel really destroy Iran's nuclear sites? Israel has already hit Natanz, but other key facilities like Fordo are buried deep underground. Only US bombers can carry the weapons needed to take them out. So, unless Washington steps in, Israel might fall short of its goal. 2. How long can Israel keep flying over Iran? Israel claimed air superiority over Tehran on Monday, but the capital is 1,500 kilometers from Israel's air bases. With limited refueling and stretched resources, these raids won't be easy to sustain. 3. How long can Iran keep hitting back? Israel's first strikes smashed air defenses and launch systems, but Iran still has a massive stockpile of missiles and drones. Theoretically, Tehran could keep launching waves of strikes for a long time, but we don't know how many launches it has left. 4. Will Iran cut a deal? And would Israel even stop if it did? Tehran is reportedly open to talks and has asked the Gulf states to encourage Washington to force a ceasefire. But Israel seems to have no interest in backing down, which takes us on to our final question. 5. What is Israel's exit strategy? Netanyahu says the bombing will continue.
His exit strategy is, alright guys, we're out. It's been fun. We tried, but nothing happened. But I guess, you know, it all has to come to a stop. In case anyone thought I was wrong, you know, I struck them first is because, remember what happened in the Holocaust situation? Remember that? And also remember how they're chanting death to us? We had to do it. But anyways, we're gonna move on and go on with our lives. And there's more, you know, defense systems, defense things. Obviously, we need more Iron Dome from the US. So, Trump, remember when I wished you a happy birthday like 2 days ago? And I, you know, played with your balls? So, I guess that you owe me like $300 billion now. Okay, alright, thank you, bye. That's what's gonna happen. That's gonna be his exit strategy.
Continue until Iran's nukes, missiles, and terror networks are gone. But Israel is too small to fight a long war, and without US backing, it's unclear how it wins. Unless something changes, sooner or later, Israel will need to find a way out.
I mean, they only went into the war thinking the US is gonna back them up. Trump is almost there. He's like between the lines. One leg is almost going to touch. But it's a bad idea. It's financially. Trump is trying his best to get out of, you know, everyone out of debt. Honestly, if he gets into the war, I'm gonna be standing by at Elon Musk's Twitter page. Because Elon Musk is going to just tweet after tweet. So this is how you're gonna get people out of, you know, the US out of debt, huh? By wasting more money into this whole thing. Wait, did Elon shit on Trump already? About the whole war thing? Because I'm sure he's tweeting about it. I mean, it's Tesla. Breaking news. Interesting. I think Elon's publicist is like, hey, Elon, no. Elon is like one tweet. His publicist is like, no. Bad. Don't get yourself involved in this whole thing. Bad. Don't relapse. He's gonna relapse. I feel like the second the US, if they decide to join the war, then he's gonna relapse. Yeah, he's been quite quiet lately, honestly. Hasn't been yapping much. Anyways. Iran, apparently there's no response from their side. The only response is, wait, Iran triggers apocalypse.
Good evening.
I don't know if I trust Times of India, but let's see. Is this copyrighted? Iran's...
Gilbert Guzman donated $2 through Super Chat.
You're spoiling
How
me,
to jump
Gilbert.
without parachute.
Is this related to this whatsoever? How to jump without a parachute or how to land without a parachute? You're giving me brain farts. I don't think people have issues with jumping. It's the parachute there's issues with. I'm not gonna get stuck in this loophole of brain farts. Alright, hold on. Iran struck. Okay, this is nothing. It's useless. U.S. military bases and warships around Iran. So yeah, U.S. sent a lot of ships, warships in Iran seas.
Evacuation orders issued and troop alerts in place. U.S. military installations across the Middle East are under heightened scrutiny. Iran's warning against Western intervention has turned the spotlight on the network of American bases positioned around its borders. As the region remains on edge, questions are growing about the scale, location, and strategic value of American forces in the region. Our next report maps it all out.
The conflict in the Middle East is showing no signs of de-escalation. Iran and Israel have traded missile strikes for a fifth day. And amidst this, Iran has reportedly threatened to attack American, British and French bases in the region.
Crazy.
If they intervene to stop the Iran strikes on Israel. But targeting foreign bases beyond Israel will likely invite a deadlier response. US President Donald Trump has already warned that any strike on American assets will be met with the full force of the US military. So, what are the strategic US bases that encircle Iran? Where are they located? And how many US troops are stationed across the region?
I think there's only like 700,000. Which can be very much easy to
The US has
lie.
maintained a military footprint in the Middle East for decades. It reportedly operates a network of bases, both permanent and temporary, across at least 19 locations in the region. 8 of these are permanent bases located in Bahrain, Egypt, Iraq, Jordan, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia and the UAE. According to estimates, 40,000 to 50,000 US troops are stationed across the region, spread between large permanent installations and smaller forward operating sites. So which of these bases play a critical role in the region? The most significant US military presence is found in Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, the UAE and Saudi Arabia. The bases here serve as strategic hubs for air operations, naval deployments and intelligence missions. Let's start with the Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, the largest US base in the Middle East. It reported...
Yeah, I'm not interested in this. Anyways, let's see what Diddy's doing.
Alright, what's going on? Alright, what's
what do I wanted to check? Yeah, let me raw dog Twitter a little bit. Let me see what's going on. Aaron Ross just purchased a 10-acre house for $25.5 million in Davie, Florida, setting a new record for the most expensive home sale in the city. Damn.
Fucking regret.
Oh no, no. Yeah. Which state do you guys live in? If you live in the US. Honestly, I thought if I ever live in the US, I'll probably consider Texas. It's cheap, it's quiet, and the houses are huge. But some would say it's boring. Isn't it? Gilbert, where do you stay? Stay away from here? Wow. So you don't want me in the US? You're in Las Vegas? Yeah, Las Vegas is hot as shit, isn't it? What's the best state do you think this is the US? Actually, let's see what AI Google says. What's the best state in the US? Utah? Is it valid? Utah is valid or not? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, if you want 20 Mormon wives. I'm from California, Los Angeles. I'm glad I moved. You live in LA. What did you say before? Oh. Alright, Syria. How you doing? What? Me lifting heavier than the dudes to my left and right. Yes, yes I am.
Here I come. Oh, here I come.
Copyrighted. Joey! You know what's heavier than those dumbbells? Those balloons. That was mid. Kush, what's your bench? So I kind of did a PR the other day. I don't know. What's your bench? What's your PR? If you PR, do you guys gym like regularly or no? If you don't, and you pass the 40 mark, according to the research, your heart becomes 50% younger. So you're gonna have a heart of a 20-year-old if you gym regularly. I'm talking 3-4 times a week. Lift some weights, do some cardio. You bench press 75 kilos squat. So for me, I did the other day, what are we talking, 1 rep or 8 reps? Do you want to know my PR on 1 rep or like 8 reps? On a bench press. I've been heading to the gym a few months now, 60 kilos, 15 years old, body weights, but not... Yeah, it's good, brother. Just keep going. I started at the same age as well, when I was like 14, I believe, 13, 14. So I've never tried 1 rep. What I do try is 6 to 9 reps. Usually I land in the 7 to 8 reps whenever I do this. So I do 110 kilos. In pounds, what is that? Bench press 7 reps to 8 reps. 110 kg, 2 pounds. 242 pounds. Like 7-8 reps. I was never into PR as well. I never really fucked with like heavy weights as well. But I got into it because it really helps you build muscle. And when you bench press, like I'm always afraid of this injury that you get over here with this, the tissue over here, it just rips off. What's up, Jess? So yeah, I don't really care about the whole thing, but I recently got into it because it kind of makes you feel good, and the heavier you weight, obviously with the right control, if you cannot control the weight and if you do like 3 to 4 reps, it's too heavy. Put it down, do normal shit, 2 weeks later, come back to it and try to see if you can pull off at least 6 reps. Yeah, torn pack. Honestly, I just go with whatever I can handle. If I can do it in a good form, as heaviest as I can, that's what I do. Anyways, let's see what this donkey ass is doing. I don't see anything wrong with this. This is just, you know, hey, I can lift. It's like a douchebag. That's it. But obviously, Joey always has to show up. Let's see what Joey has to say. Jesus.
First off, don't do this to people. People in the gym are not accessories for you to use for your social media content to get likes and attention. Don't film people or make them the subject of your video like this, especially without their consent. And it blows my mind that people have to be told this.
I feel like he just posted this for the sake of posting.
But listen, I'm happy you had a good lift. Great job. But what
I'm a traveler. Yeah, I live in the UAE.
in the world does that have to do with that man? Do you really have to put someone down to make you feel better about yourself? You are not in competition with that man, and that man is not in competition with you. You should be in the gym to better yourself. Period. I don't care how strong you think you are. If you make videos like this, putting others down, treating people this way in the gym, that's weak. You need to do better.
Yeah, she definitely needs to do better. Like, not post it. Like, the only thing this is acceptable is when you know, say it in your mind. That's about it. You can't record someone and be like, hey, look at these pussies. No. Today I saw something in the gym. I was doing legs. There was this guy doing deadlift. His back was about to broke. His back was about to break. Shit was crazy. I had to go tell him, brother, you're going to fuck yourself up. I think the only way you can have like something, guys always have ego with ego, especially guys around the same age. Like, they'll handshake you. They'll like, hey brother, how you doing? What do you have today? Looking big, oh, looking big. And then once you're like lifting, you try to lift heavier than the other person. If you lift, you know what I'm talking about. Why?
Has steak and lobster.
Wow.
Did you guys hear Bonnie Blue is doing a podcast with Andrew Tate? They already did it.
A lot.
Wait, where is it? Bonnie Blue, Andrew Tate. I thought it was AI at the beginning, but this shit is real. You can take Tate is very uncomfortable. Like, doesn't she cringe if she sees this? Honestly, I think after 1,057 guys in 12 hours, I don't think she feels anything anymore. Anywhere. Physically, emotionally, everything. Bonnie Blue body 1,000 men. Andrew Tate body the generation of boys. Now they're teaming up to ruin whoever's... What did they even talk about? Bonnie Blue and Andrew Tate. I'm genuinely serious. Like, what do they talk about? She's like, oh, the Matrix is the ones who is trapping, you know, young boys, and I'm here to break them out. And she's like, I'll break the Matrix by sucking it off. I'll suck off Matrix. Matrix can come on my face. I don't know. What are they gonna talk about? I'm interested though, to find out. My date called the police on me. What did you do, Gilbert, that she called the police on you? Also, why is this out of nowhere? And I am interested in that. Did you tell her you look like Bonnie Blue? And she got offended? Hold on, let me see this. Andrew Tate, Bonnie Blue. I think... I know. My idea is she's acting up again. Yeah, I guess it was just a teaser of the podcast. But the podcast will be soon, and be sure about it that I'm going to talk about it. My dad called the police on me. No, she wanted to pay her. I'm lost, Gilbert. I'm very lost. In Dubai, is watching corn illegal? No, it's just blocked. You just need to use VPN for it. How do I know this? I don't know. It's just like some other stuff about my friends. My friends, you know, told me you can download a VPN. I was like, I don't need it, you know, none of that. Andrew Tatum Von Blue is gold. And see, Bez, when you come to a certain age, right? It's not fun anymore. I'm into shakalaka boom booms now, right? I'm a man. What man goes and, you know, beats his dragon? No one. That's like boys' activities. A real man goes on a date. If she doesn't call a police on you like Gilbert's date over here, you get to actually experience a shakalaka boom boom. Bought her a pizza. How you doing, Andrew? Gilbert is like USA in Rise of Nations. You know what will be so funny? I wanna, you know, in the future I might start this series where I'll give you a glasses. For example, Gilbert over here. I'll deliver some glasses like these meta glasses where there's camera inside it. And I'll, you know, give it to multiple people as well. We'll have multiple footages. Then we'll react and rate the, you know, everyone's date on how it went from 1 to 10. But obviously we have to take consent from them later on. Raw reaction first, but then later on you tell them if, you know, they want to be used inside a video or not. If they say no, then we don't use it. If they say yes, then yeah, we can use it.
Actor David Hakili Kanui Bell has passed away at the age of 46, just weeks after making his big screen debut in Disney's live-action Lilo and Stitch. Police...
See, Gilbert, what you're doing over here is you're coming up... She called the police on me because she had to pay her because I bought her a pizza because I kicked her out of a house. You suck at storytelling, Gilbert. I am so confused. You went on a date, she called the cops on you. Why? Because she had to pay her? She had to pay her? Like, am I the one who's missing something over here? Who is she and who is the she had to pay? And then later on you found out that she had to pay her. You kicked her out because you bought her a pizza and because she bought her a... paid her a her. I don't know, I'm just so confused.
Police say no foul play is suspected and an autopsy is underway. His sister shared the heartbreaking...
I haven't watched the Lilo Stitch movie.
News.
I guess this was the actor who passed away. I heard the movie is really good though. I don't think anyone got your story, Gilbert.
Remembering him as kind, funny, and full of love. A man who brought joy to everyone he met. David played Big Hawaiian Dude in Lilo and Stitch, a moment he was incredibly proud of. He had bought tickets for his whole family to see the premiere together, just 2 weeks before his passing. He was more than an actor, a voice at Kona Airport, an ambassador for Kona Brewing, and a beloved friend, brother, and uncle. Those who knew him called him a gentle giant and a true embodiment of aloha. David's light, laughter, and love for his culture touched so many. Now his family and community are mourning a life gone far too soon, but one that will never be forgotten.
How
Actor
old was
David
he?
Hakili Kanui
46?
Bell has passed away at the age of 46.
Yeah, that's too young, honestly. Mother of 4 plummet 15,000 feet to her death. Gilbert, you still there? How do you jump without a parachute? What do you think about the people who are hating on the life action changes? What is a life action changes? Has anyone skydived here before? I don't know what a live action changes. You mean like they turned it into a movie? What do I think about that? I went parasailing. I've never tried skydiving, and I think I will never try skydiving. It's just not worth it. You also tried skydiving without a parachute? You deserve the cuffs to be called on you. You would tend... The thing is, I've done enough stupid shit. I've risked my life enough in the past like decade. I think I need to chill right now. I used to go 300 kilometers an hour on my bike like on daily basis. All it takes is a small rock and it is bye-bye for me. I literally escaped death crashing at 180 kilometers an hour. And I just stood up like nothing happened. What's up, Muhammad? Yeah, of course I remember you. You don't know the cartoon, so forget about it. I did watch the cartoon. I know what you're talking about. You're saying, what do I think about they changed the story? I don't think it matters much. I think as long as the movie is good, it's fine. As long as they don't, you know, to pull what is it? The Last of Us season 2 move, I think it'll be fine. Where the chick became a dad. Sharif, you need to realize something. Sometimes I can miss some of the text messages. Try to understand. I try to read as much as I can, but especially in the future, if it, you know, a lot of messages start coming through, I cannot read everyone's. I have ADHD, and it's just gonna be tough for me to read all of it, because if I do, my brain will explode. I'll have to talk to 25 people about 35 topics.
You may have heard of Israel's Iron Dome, as the country has been...
The jury in Diddy's trial has finally been shown videos of the now infamous freak at the center of this trial, and their reactions were...
You had a drinking session? Do you stream, or are you referring it to something that happened in real life?
quite telling. At least 2 black female jurors were clearly uncomfortable in their seats as they viewed the footage on a prosecution laptop and with headphones because...
Yeah.
The judge ruled that this evidence is to remain under seal. Now, while the gallery and the press could not see these videos, you could hear a faint sound of music coming from the headphones, as well as some grunting. Now, before this week, the jury had only seen stills of the freak-offs, as well as audio from one freak-off with Diddy and his ex-girlfriend Jane. So this is the first time that the jury, who will decide Diddy's fate, has seen the actual material at the center of the accusations against him.
It's so
Then on
confusing, the
Tuesday-
Diddy's case. They keep on saying they've seen it, then they say they haven't seen it for the first time. Now they've seen it, even though 2 weeks ago they said the jury has already seen it. I'll raise the sound. Woman hit by a... No, we're not gonna show this.
Okay guys, I'm here.
Daily Mail, why are you posting this? They always like to fuck with people's moods.
Okay guys, I'm here.
Don't worry. You have a judicial warrant. Keep going. Do you have a judicial...
Like...
Number 1. Can Israel...
Kindly, she was like...
Oh, wait, this might be interesting. Conspiracy theorists spot a shocking proof that new space station is fake. Just because the water is not, you know, doing a roller coaster. What's up, Sid? Sid, you missed Bonnie Blue and Andrew Tate's 1 hour podcast that they had together. Nothing much.
Kindly, she was like, oh my God.
And then you flip to the other side of the country, you know.
What specifically is...
Babyface teen charged with shocking crime that cost a woman her life.
Gilbert Guzman donated $2 through Super Chat. Good morning, I am going skydiving.
Chat, hear me out. Gilbert is not sober. This just came to me. Gilbert, you're not sober. I don't know what he's on. It might not be drugs, might not be alcohol. He's on something. He says the most randomest shit ever. Yo, appreciate the $2, man. Appreciate it. He says my date called the police on me. I'm going skydiving. Gilbert, make sure you have a parachute if you go skydiving, yeah? Whatever you're trying to go skydive. In the bathtub, whatever you're trying to do. Fucking hell, there's so much negativity on the internet. No parachute. Yeah, he's not sober yet. He might just be fucking with us though. Also, yeah, this is the roads from Tehran. Everyone's trying to evacuate. Where are these people going? They're going back in the city? Thankfully, like my mom, and my sister, they went like a couple days. The second, like I think the second day they moved, the evacuation wasn't this bad. I know you're trolling, bro. I know you're trolling. You're trying to give me brain farts. But I heard a couple of people as well through BBC Persia, BBC Iran, something. They said that there's a lot of people staying in because they don't want to be stuck in traffic. Imagine just, you know, like risk your life and you don't want to leave because, hey, so much fucking traffic. I'd rather stay in. If they want to hit me, they can hit me. I'm just gonna kick my leg up, smoke my shisha, and chill. What's up, Joseph? What's up, Stoner? Appreciate it. Yeah, this is terrible with traffic. Don't take 24 hours.
We all know the great Prime Minister.
We're only 6 months into 2020.
A mysterious object spinning away from the doomed Air India flight may hold the key to one man's...
What? Why? Just news is just filled with negativity nowadays. Like you won't get views if you promote something positive. It needs to be controversial. What's up, Max? Have you guys seen Drake's Closet? I wanted to talk about this one, like in a 1 minute, 2 minute video. Have you guys seen Drake's Closet? U.S. deploys jets to Middle East. Trump says won't kill Khamenei for now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. جنگ اسرائیل و ایران، شاهزاده رضا پهلوانی نگران فرای پس سقوط جمهوری اسلامی نباشد. This is the Shah's son. Yeah, he said Saudi Arabia deploys air defense system for safety of Hajj pilgrims. Why though? Like if a missile decides to, you know, change directions. More fighters jets head to the Middle East as Israel-Iran conflict rages. This is how they're moving the missiles in Iran.
در سطح شهر هشگرد.
امروز دوشنبه تو بزرگراه آزادی مشهد نمیدونم چی دارن جابجا میکنن با این ماشین اسکورت هم داره.
I'll show you Drake's Closet in a bit.
این اسکورتش سمن دیدی پای سرش.
I really hate to be the dude that fucks with us. You think? I mean, hell. Yeah, buddy.
I have nothing to say on this. They need to be the first ones if US tries to get involved to be in the first line. Because the second Iranians see them, they're gonna be like, holy shit. We didn't know who we were fucking with. Did you see the tattoos? The monster tattoos? Okay. There's something called remove. I removed them. I don't know what's gonna happen. But this is Drake's Closet. He's a child. He's a child. Every once in a while you get a couple people like 12, 13 years old. They just wanna, you know, throw some random shit. I pressed remove. I don't know what it means, but I guess it's removed. He won't be able to come back to the live streams, hopefully. This is Drake's closet. A full basketball court. This is too much. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but men in particular, we have like, for example, 10 set of clothes. I'm talking one set is full, like t-shirt, shirt, whatever, with pants and socks and shoes. I have like 3 pair of shoes in total. I have 3 in total. I don't have anything else. And I only use one of it. The other 2, I haven't used one of it for like a long time or whatever. But we have 10 set of clothes. I wear 2 sets all the time. Nothing else. Now you're telling me you have 1,000 plus clothes. How the fuck do you decide what to wear? I bet he only wears like 10 of them on, you know, daily or weekly basis. Oh my god, bro. Where's this guy? Yeah, I think I blocked him. I blocked him. No, I blocked him. You know what I think? I think Drake has so much money and he's so bored that he has a stylist that every time he wants to go out, she has to show up to choose for him what he's gonna wear. He obviously has people working for him because I don't believe that Drake is gonna keep all these things very neat. Imagine you wear that one shirt you really like, and then it gets washed and it's between one of them, and then you have to go through all these shirts to find your favorite shirt. Yeah, no, thank you. No, this is too much. Way too much. Kush, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think we're fudged in the UAE? Nah, nothing's gonna happen over here, bro. Nothing. The whole world has investments in the UAE. No one will dare do anything about it. I miss this guy. I've been wanting to make this video about him for like the longest time. I love my FYP. Japanese hotel at center of war crimes declaration. Controversy threatens to sue after being removed from book sites. Interesting.
Israel's dragging us into
You may have heard of Israel.
World War III. I'm not dying for Israel. You half-wits do realize that if Iran was successful in creating a nuclear weapon and then used that nuclear weapon to attack Israel, that the United States would be obligated to respond both morally and strategically, right? So what Israel did, which is target Iran's nuclear facility and eliminate heads of the IRGC, that's actually preventing a broader war and a greater regional conflict from breaking out. Israel's doing what has to be done to keep a nuclear Iran and a greater conflict off the table.
She's paid. She's paid. Without a doubt, she's paid. Without a doubt, she's paid to say these things because Israel is pretty popular with paying influencers to talk shit. How you doing, Sacha? Orb, think with your head, not your head.
table, which prevents direct US involvement and boots on the ground. This is deterrence in action, and it is buying the entire world more time. And not to mention that Israel has been fighting a war with Hamas for over 615 days, and not a single US service member has been on the ground to fight. So stop the fear-mongering and thank Israel for making the entire world a safer place and preventing a nuclear war.
Crazy take. How sure are you that the second they get the nuke, they're gonna use it? Maybe they want to keep it so the power will be even. In case they get into a head-to-head, they can talk shit as well. I don't buy it. I don't think any country is going to use any nukes anytime. Unless one decides to use it, then others are going to use it as well. What makes a lot of people think just because they're chanting doesn't mean they're going to use it. There's a possibility that they will use it, but there's also a possibility they won't.
Israel's dragging us into...
No, she has 7,000 comments.
Israel's dragging us into a world...
Not dying for Israel button. We're not obligated to do shit. What Israel has done for the US besides dragging us into war. They've done more shit for you as well. I cannot think of any. Yap, I'm not dying for Israel.
Iron Dome as the country has been trading air.
Holy shit. This is Israel, huh? This is... Wait, what did it say? انفجار موشک‌های ایران نزدیک ساختمان موساد. Yeah, this is Tel Aviv. This is Iranian missiles where they hit the Mossad headquarters. Scandal. Iran doesn't have a Twitter page. That's fake. Kush, what's your opinion again on USA, Israel bombing Iran? First of all, US is not bombing Iran, only Israel is. Some of my friends hate the Iranian regime, but they still don't want their homes to get bombed and have sided with Iran. There's no sides in this. It's just one thing. War? No, bad. War, bad. I think my original thoughts on this, the presidents need to fight it out themselves. I always say this as well. Like, if leaders have problems with each other, get in the ring, fight it out. I mean, yeah, true, it's kind of unfair because Khamenei is like 86 years old, but it doesn't matter. You're too old to fight and you're not fit to be a supreme leader. 1v1. Or if they don't want to, you know, settle this in a ring, 1v1 sniper only Call of Duty match. I think that's pretty fair. Right? Yeah. Last kill is streak shot only. Last kill. 360 trick shot. I think all the politicians need to head straight to the front line. The thing is, they don't even understand it. That's why they're not there. They just yap. I wanted to see you fight money kicks. I don't think they'll let me. if I had the same following as him on like YouTube, he has like 3 million subscribers. First of all, he won't fight me because I only have like, you know, 40. But if I had like 1 million or 2, then it would be considered, but it will never happen because of he will die. He will literally die. So I think it's the opponents they give him, it's a guaranteed win for money kicks. No, TikTok and YouTube. See, 1 million followers on TikTok is equivalent of 10,000 subscribers. That's how meaningless TikTok followers are. The only place TikTok is actually beneficial, I think it's in the US, where you have a creators fund. I have 2 billion views on TikTok. I didn't get a cent. I just did that all that shit for free. You know what I mean? It was a good experience. It was like a 4 years of experience. No, it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. I don't even want to get into a boxing match. Why would I want to fight anyone? All right, Bling Auntie, thank you for tuning in. No, but you made money from ads? Yeah, like once every 3 months. And the ads, how much do you think I charged for one video, a TikTok account with 4 million plus followers? Let's say during the 4 years I've been at 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. How much do you think I charge? How much do you think one video, a TikTok video, they paid me for one ad? 10,000 dirhams or dollars? How did you have 2 billion views? I made like 3,000 videos on TikTok. I think people charge $100. No. 10,000 dirhams? No. That's too high. There are people who charge 10,000 dirhams, but my average was 4,000 dirhams, which is like $1,100 for like a channel with, you know, 4 million followers. That was the rate. Yeah. Piers Morgan calls Israelis war. $1,100, yeah.
Gilbert Guzman donated $5 through Super Chat. How to be the first man to walk on the sun.
I'm gonna let chat answer this question. As a matter of fact, you need to ask this question. Go to whenever Elon Musk is playing whatever the shit game he plays. Donate to him. You know, because he obviously needs it. And ask him how to be the first man to walk on the sun. You might give Shatagam with an idea. He might consider it. Gilbert should add a podcast like Matan Even. I feel like if me and Gilbert would sit down, we have some shisha, we have some whiskey, and we record a live podcast, I think we're gonna change topics every 1.5 seconds. Like, I'm giving details about a certain thing. I'm talking about monkeys. He's talking about World War I. He's talking about skydiving. I'm talking about, you know, why men can't get pregnant. Imagine Orb and Kush in a podcast. Orb, why you dragging yourself in? could show us your YouTube earnings, I'll tell you it's like $500. You know, a crazy idea came up to me, right? On streams. Like, I enjoy doing live streams. The only reason I didn't do it because it's very mentally challenging, and I thought I need to spend more time on the long form videos, which I can do the same thing, you know, with this and that. But as we're like, the community is growing, I can live stream almost every night as well. One thing that came up to me, I've been into a few of Critical's live streams. I've watched Asmongold, Ludwig, and what Critical does is he has a list of, you know, he makes bank from YouTube. Just the AdSense, it's in the, you know, 6 figures a month. And the way he gives back to the community is everyone has a list where you put in your name, you ask for like $200 for whatever the reason. If the reason is valid, he's going to donate the amount to you. It's usually $50, $100, $200. He goes on for like 2-3 hours. He gives back to the community, which is amazing. You know what I would do if I was making 6 figures on YouTube? Genuinely, if you want to clip this. It just came to me today. I was like, okay, once, you know, you start making bank from YouTube, how do I give back to people? Do I, you know, be like, you get $5, you get $5, you get $5? No. We're live streaming with like, what, 5,000 people, let's say? I'm buying everyone dinner. It's gonna be tough to pull it off. But like, I'll be like, you have a budget of $20? I'm buying everyone dinner. Drop like $10,000 on dinner that night. So everyone can literally order food, and I can order food as well. And we're all gonna be eating at the same time and watching whatever the shit we're watching. Bonnie Blue, Shakalaka Boom Booming, Gorillas now. I don't know what's gonna be there. No, bro. Like, you guys don't realize how much money it is on YouTube. No. I think the budget's gonna be $20. I think it's enough for one person. I think it's even too much. But calculator. Let's say we're gonna have like 5,000 people. 20 times 5,000. Holy shit, no. I'm buying everyone dinner for $100,000? Alright. You know what? You get $5 for dinner. Maybe $1 for noodles. Okay, when the live stream were around like 1,000 people, then I'll buy everyone dinner. $100,000? I honestly thought it would be like more like $10,000. I guess I was wrong. Can I keep the $20? You can probably do whatever you want with that $20 and I'm not gonna know about it.
Number 1.
I don't think I want to watch this, do I? No. Wait. People went out there to film the rockets and they got hit?
Wow.
That was way too loud.
Gilbert Guzman donated $20 through Super Chat. The worst thing about a breakup is back pain.
You're right, Gilbert. You're right. You're right. Thanks for the 20 bucks, man. You can keep trolling whenever you want, 24/7. I don't mind it. Kush, did I mention to you that you should mod Orb? Is Gilbert a millionaire? I don't know. Gilbert, are you? He honestly looks like a... He might be like a cousin of a drug dealer. I don't know. Might be kind of racist because his last name is Guzman. I don't know. Everyone in your locals would get supper. You can contribute. You can distribute to people. Cash App, PayPal, and a form from you. Just thinking here. Yeah, it's obviously gonna be probably through PayPal if I'm gonna go through it. Gilbert, what do you do? Question mark. Gilbert only talks through super chat. He doesn't talk with brokies. That's a good point. That's a very good point. I remember him the other night, like 6-7 months ago. It was the same thing as well. He was just trolling and donating.
Israel has bombed Iran.
Why?
Iran has been enriching uranium, which can be used for nuclear weapons.
Wait, do you guys want to see my YouTube income? Because I guess people are keep on asking for it. Just you need to sit down if you're standing up because you might faint. You might faint on this. It will blow you away. Definitely make you jealous.
50 states are with the International Atomic Energy Agency to include Iran. And Iran broke the agreement. But they said they were using it for peace.
بعد هر نیت زشتی که داره بر مسلمان حاکم بکنه و امروز باید همه کشورهای اسلامی دست به دست هم بدیم.
Translation: Fuck Israel. Now all the Islamic countries need to hold hands.
دیروز در مجلس سنای پاکستان مسبب کردن که در قبال سیاست‌های زشت اسرائیل با ایرانند و در تمام جایگاه‌هایی که نیاز باشه با ما خواهند بود.
W's in the chat for Pakistan. W's in the chat for Pakistan. That's what they're saying. Exact translation. Yeah, this is crazy. Honestly, I think the only place we can find Iran's response is through BBC Persia. About here you go. Let me just show you the income. The best month I had on YouTube was in August of last year through Mr. Beasts. It was like 2,000 bucks. That was crazy. I felt like a king. No, but so far this month is 514 bucks. Oh shit, no. There's blood. No. Please, no. Oh, Nuta, they are not. They're still looking for commanders. Apparently, one of the top military guys that got replaced by the last top military guy who was unalived, got unalived just today. It's a bad position to be a top military guy. Anyways, I'm done with the whole war thing. Let's see what's going on the internet in total. I'm gonna go heat up some food. I want to play something for you while I'm gone though. Let's see what I can play. Jesus Christ.
Gilbert Guzman donated $10 through Super Chat. Travel only and military.
Yeah, he's talking gibberish, literally. Don't play HH. What is HH? Gilbert. Thanks for the $10, man. I don't know what the fuck you mean by your message, though. Y'all. Jesus. What is HH? What is HH? Oh. Huh?
Wiz Khalifa used to weigh about 140 pounds, and I used to weigh...
No, really? I know this is fake. It's photoshopped. I don't think they did it. Alright, I'm gonna play this for you while I'm away, yeah? Just give me a sec.
You have declared a jihad against the United States. Can you tell us why?
I don't know if it's safe to play it though. Is there gonna be any explosions? No, it's from CNN, we're fine.
The US government has committed acts that are extremely unjust, hideous, and criminal through its support of the Israeli occupation of Palestine. And we believe the US is directly responsible for those killed in Palestine, Lebanon, and Iraq. Due to its subordination to the Jews, the arrogance of the United States regime has reached the point that they occupied Arabia, the holiest place of the Muslims, who are more than 1 billion people in the world today. For this and other acts of aggression and injustice, we have declared jihad against the US.
Is the jihad directed against the US government or United States troops in Arabia? What about US civilians in Arabia or the people of the United States?
We have focused our declaration of jihad on striking at the US soldiers inside Arabia, the country of the two holy places, Mecca and Medina. In our religion, it is not permissible for any non-Muslim to stay in Arabia. Therefore, even though American civilians are not targeted in our plan, they must leave. We do not guarantee their safety.
The story will continue in a moment.
I think I fucked up my homepage. Now I have a lot of Osama bin Laden videos.
Can't read mine, no you can't read my book.
Jesus. Alright, Ahmed, you take it easy. I put on the shisha. It's gonna be chill. Streamer calls Twitch insecure after banning him for breaking multi-stream rule. Huh. Influencer calls police on husband for making her do chores instead of creating content. Dashcam video catches the slowest police chase ever by a excavator, whatever it's called. Suspect is armed and dangerous. It's not like they can just, you know, walk up to him and, you know, turn this whole thing off by pointing their guns at them. My camera's blocking it, but it just went the other direction. That's about it. I might do a video about this. I am having chicken breast with onion and rice. Our commentary is gonna be wild in this. Nothing much. We just watched a couple of songs. What did he do though? This is my question. Full story is here. Let's see what he did. What did he do that he has to go on this very high-speed, dangerous chase? He's literally speeding away for his freedom. Police said, sorry, I have food in my mouth. Psych. climbing from this side. Where was I? Police say that Johnny Mesa, 53 years old, was the driver of the excavator. Is that how you pronounce it? Excavator? Earlier Sunday morning on a highway 78, police said he was charged with failure to stop for a blue light, malicious injury to real property, and malicious injury to real property enhancement. He was booked on a Charleston County jail before 9 a.m. Sunday, and with a total bond of $22,000 set. The department said the police responded to an alarm on a highway earlier Sunday and found damage to building before noticing the excavator traveling eastbound on the highway. The pursuit began with the Mesa reportedly failed to comply with the police traffic. Mesa was accused of eventually stopping the excavator. Oh wait, well, his name is Mesa, right? Yeah. Mesa was accused of eventually stopping the license before fleeing into a wooden area. He was arrested with assistance from Charleston County K-9 police said. Did he run out of gas or did he just like give up?
Gilbert Guzman donated $2 through Super Chat. Left hand only.
Don't tell me what to do. Left hand is for different things. For different things like washing my ass. Not the other thing. But no. Right hand is for eating. So he eventually stopped. Cause be honest, when was the last time you did it? Just this morning. I took a shit this morning. So there's not much story to it. He just damaged. There's no reason why he damaged it. I think this will be a good 5-minute video. There's a video I've been meaning to make in the past 2 to 3 days. It's a video of a guy impersonating himself as a police officer to get laid. I feel like this is something Guzman will do. Watch this. Where is it? Liked videos. The thing is, the video is just way too long. That's why I haven't really watched all of it to talk about it.
Do you have any other family in mind?
Do we got to figure out you're just some dumb trying to pick up chicks? Right. Or there's more to this, right?
So you went on
It's
Tinder
1 a.m. and you're lying in
impersonating
bed.
as a police to
You
get
can't
laid.
sleep, but you're not ready for the night to be over anyway. Then you remember that maybe it's not too late to make plans. So you pull out your phone and open the app with the little orange flame. Swipe left, swipe left, swipe left. No one's catching your eye until you come across the profile of a man in uniform. His profile says his name is Trayshawn.
Spoiler alert, the person who, the person who matched with him, she worked in the police department. That's how he got caught.
He's 26 years old, and look, he's only 3 miles away. His photos show him in police uniform, and his bio says BCSO, short for Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office. One of his photos even shows a fully marked police cruiser. Even though you know meeting up with a random guy late at night could be dangerous, seeing his badge makes you feel safe. Except, not everything is as it seems. The firearm, uniform, and badge are comforting. But what if none of it was ever real? That was the case for the Bernalillo County employee who received a notification that she matched with Trayshawn.
Oh no, I'm never this dumb to... You think this is me? I'm never this dumb to impersonate as a police officer. I'll probably just use my bike to get chicks, and I think that's the reason why my body count got too high when I was, 19, 20. It was because of my motorbike. I can't get shit right now. I've been trying to get laid for the past 8 months. Nothing. I say hi, woman hiss at me. I don't even get matches.
After reading his bio, she wondered why she had never seen him around, so she started to dig a little deeper. After speaking with sheriff's office employees, the woman realized it wasn't just an oversight. Trayshawn didn't look familiar to any of her colleagues. The BCSO quickly put the pieces together. Trayshawn's Tinder profile was a fake. His real name is Rico Trayshawn Dukes. He did live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it was him in the photos. But a little fact-checking proved that Dukes wasn't employed by the BCSO. He shouldn't have a uniform, a badge, or access to a marked cruiser. So why did he appear to have all of the above in his Tinder profile? Officers wasted no time tracking down the cop impersonator. They drove to a restaurant called Monroe's near downtown Albuquerque, where they knew Dukes was supposed to meet one of his matches.
Open the door from the outside.
He's wearing his uniform shirt. He's got a badge on his shirt.
Slowly take your seatbelt off. Slowly. Exit the car. You got hands back there, Ian?
One officer shouts at him, ordering him not to reach for his firearm. Dukes was easy to spot. He was dressed in the same uniform that the officers arresting him would typically wear. He didn't pull up to the restaurant in a police cruiser, but he would soon be leaving in one.
Hey, as soon as we can, let's dress down, keeping your camera on you like on your belt or something, and then we'll perform the 27 here, but not all, everything up with this dude. Let's get him out of sight pretty quick. Yeah. We're just dressing down. We're trying to make a scene. We got him in a truck so we could form our 27 here.
They want him second floor for interviews.
Okay. That's good.
Stopping story.
So what happened?
Chain of command said arrest.
Okay.
He carried a gun on a school campus last week, and they said arrest tonight.
What's up, Gavino?
Cool. Yeah, 'cause he's like, what's going on? And I was like, God, I don't know.
Yeah, you can let him know. He's getting charged with 3 more counts, and then for unlawful carrying of a deadly weapon on school property.
With the paperwork in hand, the officer relays that new information to Dukes.
It looks like
356 SO.
there was a warrant issued for you for unlawful carry of a firearm on a school.
So female and male were evaluated
And
by medical and refused further treatment. They're released from the school.
looks like another charge for impersonating a police officer.
Dukes stays silent in the back seat of the patrol car for the next lawful outlet. Turned to his hip, he was allegedly visiting a BCSO felony. According to local news outlets, 26-year-old Dukes wore BCSO uniform and carried a firearm holstered to his hip onto school property at his alma mater, Volcano Vista High School. He was allegedly visiting a teacher he used to know. Dukes posted photos from his visit to social media. Soon, they arrived at the sheriff's office. Dukes, dressed head to toe in the same garb as many of the
People impersonate police officers by putting police lights on their cars so they can, skip traffic. This idiot wants to get laid.
employees in the building, is taken into an interrogation room. There, actual BCSO officers begin questioning him.
So, can you tell me a little bit about what's going on today?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Can you tell me?
He's obviously a police. He identifies as a police officer, so I guess He is a police officer. He doesn't even know why he's in handcuffs.
Why you're in a Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department uniform?
I bought this from Kaufman's.
You bought it from Kaufman's? Tell me about that. When did you buy it?
Some months
What is
ago.
happening in the chat?
How long?
Some months ago.
Some months
Not
ago?
long, yeah.
Do you know like what month it was?
I don't.
Okay.
So it was a couple months ago.
And why did you get the uniform?
Just like promotional stuff.
Promotional?
Yeah.
What do you mean promotional stuff?
I watched it until this part. So he said the reason why he got his police uniform is not to post himself on Tinder to pick up, you know, the ladies. Not for people to glaze him. Thank you for your service, officer. But mainly for the ladies. He was thinking with his head, not his other head. Because he wanted to promote the police department for doing a great job. So he dressed up as one to not to get laid, but to promote the police department. Valid.
Okay.
Video.
Okay. So to promote BCSO?
Yeah.
And do you work for the Sheriff's Department? And how do you promote BCSO?
So videos and stuff.
Videos and stuff? What kind of videos do you take?
Just like the buildings, BCSO. I get like pictures with them and stuff.
Okay. Have you taken a lot of videos and stuff?
I'm just starting, so no.
Oh, just starting? Have you taken any yet?
No.
So you haven't taken any of these videos yet. What made you want to start doing these videos?
I have a lot of police in my family.
Tell me about
Just
that.
runs in the family. I have 2 cousins. They're twins back home in South Carolina. They're both sheriffs. So it's always been an interest, I guess you could say.
Okay. And what are your cousins' names?
Thing is, you don't. Anything comes out of this guy's mouth can be bullshit. Does he even have cousins?
Not my mom's side, so I don't really know. I just
Okay. Do you know what department you work for?
Richland County.
If he has cousins, I think he got rejected from the academy. It might not be the fact that, you know, he wants to get laid. Not fully, 100%. It might be because, I don't know, like, maybe he has a second life and he pretends like he's actually a sheriff in front of his family. He tells his family he works in the police department because if he doesn't, they'll be ashamed of him. I don't know. What's the backstory? I guess we'll get to it maybe.
Do you have any other family in law enforcement?
I noticed that.
And with the wearing of the uniform, how did you get the idea to start doing these promotional videos you're talking
Just
about?
a random idea and then.
Random idea?
Yeah.
And when you went
The thing is a random idea. I'm still gonna stick with 90% is to get pussy.
into Kaufman's, did you have to show any identification that you worked for the Sheriff's
They
Department?
asked me, but I told them I didn't have any. I was just getting some stuff for promotional videos for BCSO.
Okay. And they were okay just selling it to you without any identification? Okay.
Kaufman's West is a uniform store on Eubank Boulevard in Albuquerque. They sell a variety of uniforms and other unique tactical items. Though Dukes claims the store was okay with selling him the uniforms without identification, the store manager argues that would be pretty much impossible. In a phone interview with Law and Crime, she says that in order to purchase any security-related product, the customer must show a valid department ID. A simple driver's license or other photo ID wouldn't cut it. Clearly, though, Dukes doesn't have a BCSO ID, so it's unclear exactly how he was able to purchase the uniform.
Easy. Extra money. Give me a sec. I need to prepare the shisha head. Some rumors say that Kush was a revert through people from my old. What? I just realized my mic is gonna capture the sound of the pipe. I think it's gonna be annoying for me to keep on going. Yeah, I think the sound is gonna be pretty annoying. I might call it early tonight, 2.5 hours. I think it's pretty good. It's normal. It's 2 a.m. over here. I'm probably gonna start the stream earlier. I need to start at like 10 p.m. my time, like 4 hours ago. I'm gonna call it from now. Tomorrow it's gonna be 2 hours of going through what's going on the internet. And then the last hour, hour and a half, I'm thinking we can play like a story type of game or something. Yeah? Thank you all for tuning in. Special thanks to Guzman. Brother, thank you for the donations. I feel like I need to take you on a date right now. I don't know how much you donated, but I appreciate it. Or Ragnar, everyone else who's been sticking around. Thank you guys. You guys take it easy. I will see you at the next one, yeah? I'll catch you guys later.